Good afternoon, guys. Evening. This is discussion B for you. We're discussing the demand for palliative care is surging worldwide as people live longer but unhealthier lives. Okay, so that is today's discussion B for you. Please join me in the discussion I've made for you. Okay. Title: Demand for palliative care is surging worldwide as people live longer but unhealthier lives, which highlights the critical and growing global health challenge. Expanding demand for palliative care. Over the past 3 decades, the global need for palliative care has skyrocketed, raising by 74%, with 73.5 million people requiring such services in 2021 alone. This surge reflects a paradox of modern medicine. While people are living longer, they're increasingly burdened by chronic illnesses, but fatality, and complex health conditions that diminish quality of life. This trend is especially pronounced in low and middle income countries where the give me 1 second, folks. Where the increase in need reached 83% since 1990. These regions often lack the infrastructure, workforce, and policy support to meet the growing demand. In contrast, high income countries saw a 46% increase, but even they struggle with equitable access and integration of palliative care or palliative services into mainstream care. Unequal access and systematic gaps. Despite the despite the dramatic rise in need, millions still lack access to basic palliative care. This includes pain management, emotional and spiritual support, and and assistance with daily living, all essential for maintaining dignity and comfort. This article emphasizes that access often uh, detained by geographic, income, and systematic neglect, leaving vulnerable vulnerable populations, especially in rural and underserved areas, without adequate support. Uh, redefining redefining palliative care beyond end of life. A key insight is the misconception that palliative care is only for final days of life. It should begin early in the disease trajectory. ideally at diagnosis of a serious illness. Early integration improves outcomes, reduces reduces hospitalizations, and enhances the well-being of both patients and caregivers. It can be delivered in diverse settings, from homes and hospice to nursing home facilities and hospitals, and should be tailored to cultural, spiritual, and familiar contexts. Okay, implications for policy, practice, and equity. Okay, this global surge calls for urgent action, policy reform to to embed palliative care into universal health coverage, workforce training to equip providers with culturally responsive, trauma informed approaches, community based models that desensitize care and empower families, toolkit development that reflects local values, languages, and caregiving norms. Something you are uniquely positioned to lead. Would you like to co-create a framework that maps these global trends into actionable? Okay, guys, this is the last page for B. Strategies for rural aging caregiver support or culturally adaptive outreach. We could even prototype modular toolkit that integrates early palliative care into existing community health programs. Okay, guys, that's B for you. I'll be back on shortly with B. Let me take a little break and I'll be back on with that for I'll be back on with shortly with C. I mean, when I come back, I'll do C for you. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.